The Frontline with Kwaku Annan, only on CTV.
A senior relative of President Kwaku Annan, also a senior advisor to the government, has been accused of visa fraud running into several thousands of pounds sterling. Meanwhile, the Frontline effort to reach out to this family relative proved futile. Speaking to the victim involved in the fraud, she says it's been several decades she had made the concerted effort to reach out to this family relative of the president, but her effort yielded unsuccessful. Tonight, we probe deeper to ascertain the identity of this person. Plus, some very latest developing story on Friday you heard about the alleged coup plots and also the national security coordinator and all matters arising tonight. We have it and have a show for you. Don't you go away. Call a friend, call a brother, call a sister. Together we sit here, talk and make a sense of it. Tonight, the nation's biggest investigative magazine show, The Frontline, is coming to you live from this very HQ here in the studio of CTV, live across dozens of stations, including our very own in Sunyani 88.1 FM, and we are transmitting live in the Western region on Tadi 99.1 FM, and of course live in London on GOB on tuningmodernghana.com. Still on GOB, pick it up on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. We're live tonight on Information Superhighway on YouTube, Facebook, and the link is my CTV GH, plus the interactive segment on the WhatsApp line 020-297-3461, 020-297-3461. I promise you, all messages will be read. Folks, brace yourself tonight for yet another exclusive edition tonight. Mind-blowing one as such, a very disturbing one as such. Folks, tonight, a high-ranking senior advisor of the president or of the governing New Patriotic Party, of course, also a relative of President Kwaku Annan, has been fingered in a visa fraud. Who is this person? I don't know, but I'm sure by close of show you should know who is this person. Yes, the Frontline investigate tonight. This senior advisor to the government and also a relative of the president is involved in the visa fraud. Now, how much is involved? You'll be shocked to know this. And why this family relative of the president and also a senior advisor to the president would allow such a situation to happen. Why? What happened? Folks, you need to know. But then again and again, you see, it is only in Africa sometimes we make some of these excuses and we go away. Whatever that you do today, for good or for bad or whatever it is hung down for a period. When you go into public office, then that incident will be used, whatever that you committed will be used against you, or you'll be asked to come and answer the questions over your deeds. And right now, there's one individual who Trump has been appointed as one of his, I think, Attorney General or so. And years back, this guy was accused of some sexual molestation or whatever. And of course, according to the story, even though he paid his way off or some sort, the American system is beginning to throw the spotlight on him again, as it were, like a throwback that, hey, we will not allow Donald Trump to appoint this guy as his Attorney General due to XYZ. Africa, it's a done deal. You go scot-free. But until we take this situation up the hill on the neck of leadership, that whatever you do today must be used against you tomorrow for the fact that you are in position, so it will serve as a deterrent to others who can go their way, abuse their way in. Folks, tonight, brace yourself for this very official who apparently committed this crime. Now, also on the top of the agenda, on Friday, we gave you an exclusive detailed report an intelligence report about an alleged coup plot, purporting that yes, some hierarchy within the Ghana Armed Forces were involved, blah 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 blah. And if you recall, there was this assertion that the Chief of Defense Staff General Upon Pepra knew about this, but at the close of that report, many of you could read straight into the lines that General Upon Pepra has no knowledge of this coup plot. Rather, he has done a lot, quite fundamentally, significantly, to us it were, to put this country's stability together. Rather, a group of people within the system are trying to hunt down this finance general. Folks, tonight we have the part 2 for you. Now, same Friday, if you recall, we threw some questions to the National Security Minister, the circumstances under which he wiretapped 2 top members in the August House, if you recall, Honorable Jamin Sabosu and Joseph Osei-Wusu. We asked him this question, and again we asked him, his tenure in office had expired. Why is he still in office? Tonight we have the part 2 for you. It's a packed show and you don't have to miss. Call a friend, call a brother, call a sister. Of course, it's a fresh week, 18th of November 2024, the year of our Lord. Of course, we can read in between the line and tell you 19 more days left to go to the polls. Ghana decide very, very soon. In the next couple of days to come, Ghana decide. Tonight, we are bringing you this very special edition from all across. And of course, this is the Frontline Investigate as we connect all regional capitals, including the nation's capital and every corner of this very republic. Folks, across the social media, get the feed on my CTVG, that's the link. Get us on YouTube, Facebook, straight up. Folks, you can also get this program on your television if you have a smart TV. Go on your smart TV and flip through CTV. It's easy to get. Otherwise, you can check it up on your GoTV. If you have GoTV, check it up on GoTV, my CTV, and then you are through to watch this program also on your television. Folks, let's get started. And Adria Hayesh. Asem kese da kwan mu ba na mesra ugina yi na pa kunwa na tena so. Okay, pa kunwa na tena so. Ayensem bebre anadwi de eba na ano den. Asem ni na ne se. Hey, obini yem. Asem ni na ne se. Peni bia owo adedankwa akufado na bemu. Openi akwa involve ne ho. Ewo edwadie bi mu a saa edwadie no ano odin yie. Eye edwadie be no wakwa akodie. Wakodi edwa bi se. I don't know how I should put it. What oftentimes we hear, visa fraud, visa fraud, visa fraud. Eno eyeden enipa ni nya position kakra bia na wa start na fi de oya ne say oh mo organize nipa mame metum de o makọ abrochire metum de o makọ US metum de o makọ ha na eno ane say wogigi nipa sika oh we ni mumuntua £2,000 $3,000 £4,000 sterling $6,000 no wagigi nipa ne bebre sika. Enam so oman ni mu aya den na nipa ne bebre epese wonu mu fi oman ni mu konti. Mpenifo no de sa ade yi aye konkosie ena kyerese yeye den. Ye si konko e wo nipa ne ho. Folks, asma me ne mu kan enya asemo e bete o. Emusu ye mresa o. Esipa now obeti nsem bi e wo wasoma nadwe. Kyerese ni na no akwa kopie se peni a ye kana semi ana se papei a ye kana semi oye President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo ne hu nipa. Yes, osan so eye senior advisor ewo government team na ekwan a wodi nipa no fa so no minkamu asempi. Why? Because the victim involved in this case, your manager any victim no ayeden akasa. Victim nankasa be kan story na ayeden achiro. who said here and your money sit here. And to just brace yourself tonight. Now, sadly, we won't. Ye didn't probably oftentimes I come across such stories. Na obetibetia oh ne yabu wenimepo ne ya yese. Now, for some reasons, besides stories ni na no, it got to a point na me pese me jay because of whatever reason. But tonight, me ba be kire wa de ntia. Say yehwe masadi eden eto etwa ma enipa bi emfa nipa bi se wo mo be form nom for reasons bi se oye peni obetimi afa kwan bi so na wabo nipa epo owia na okọ ne baabi ekwan be nso ene nipa yi wo ye se wo kwa akoboa enipa yi ma sebe se ne dehie se ne den o wetu kwan sika sen ene de ma sa peni a oye president adodan Kwaku Annan ne hu nipa yi sika sen na eye involve se wuti sika na hu bedwuru wonim se ntia hu bedwuru kire se sa senior government advisor ene wenya no hu poto oh say he has so much sika na eye involve no hu eye sika meka se ontimi mpo sebe so a girlfriend ko ontimi face sika na man a girlfriend man nyi no. But for very strange reason, I don't know. Why not say on traces can Emma victim no? Me dream him and I will tell you why. That several attempts, effort, and nipani yes, nipani so nipa kito. No. The person, the victim involved is in London right now. Now, it got to a point I was brought into investigating this. Emma Miankasa many victim no ye call sa senior advisor also a relative to the president ye call the office. Ni now say no. Tell say omo ba bem. Inti se ma ba bem mu a enye 20 panisi kama no enya nto enye ntua. How? Unim okoji sika no wo landing o. Africa na mofa niama easy o. And until me say, look, until South Africa would own her own kind of saying politicking and that kind of democracy, you know. So democracy would be munko baby. So no. Say am to say America, ne Britain, ne France, ne Germany, you know, with the bonnet 20 years, 50 years, a bra ubenya post say wo kwako di sa post no asem no kra bia na nya asem bia hye da hu hia o ne atam asem ne de begina wabobo an say je won sem fata say wo ye betimi ama waye senior government advisor won sem fata say position ye de be ma o esan say they believe say wo betimi nya some undue influence bi our system no so because e nipa your character our character depicts what goes out there. And our character also bears some influence over decisions that may not be a decision exclusively mutual to us, but onto the system. To make us say, Oshe Donald Trump, some of Donald Trump appointees, a bad diamond say, they will pass through and become or take up the positions. Yeah, a binimu have been accused of rape. A binimu have been accused of sleeping with women. Nasabio, Nagana ha. So only your baby akoda. Oh, na sent ye news. Obi amfa ho. No. Obi ye be pass me through say ah. Enye ho. Yeah. Intini ye fe bibia easy. Na e asemu a emu ye hu sa government advice yi. Okutadin ahudo bebre. I have personally made the effort to reach him say ora kotua ma me sika ma no. But o ye na dwen so no onye. Visa no a Ama na wuni madie. In all of this, he has done an undertaking. Undertaking on one kasa ye me de be ma mo we ready. Na ye wie your story a ade a me ka che na ne say omra press conference and obetimi aba studio ha. Ye de because my trial when fi me. But I will use this opportunity to say, you hear this publication we are asking him to omra the studios of CTV. Na ye ni interview no yin semiano. And we are one. Number 2, because the victim involved had spoken to the Frontline investigate. Interso no so kasa. But so ma obetime issue press conference. Mempe the usual way of air no we tweet or per tweet pa we no akotwe gu ni Facebook and na enya hwe no. Come here. So on my hands and your upon your press conference no be deny that what all the investigations and the story about Kwaku, what he did is not true. The last one is undertaking he signed, his signature was so, and we'll put the signature, he will put the undertaking on the screen. And I will dare him say, so denies our signature now, we'll have to invite forensic expert to authenticate the signature. Yeah. Okay? Mamin tu ye na yefo, including me ankasa. There wo ye nebia no hwe ni ye. Because ebra no wo tu sa na moy no nim say enebeba. He didn't know this day will come. Say enebeba ma nanyi sika bebre menne. Sika wo no me say so your girlfriend kra no a. Say sika no a involved in the visa no onyi ma ne girlfriend. Nanso enne when ye sika photo but at the same time ontimi ntua sika no back. Why into ontimi ntua no menim? I'm going to walk you through this. This is our major story tonight. The next ade adapono so say Friday mokaya the alleged coup plots say enipa bi were ready within the military. We're trying to oust President Akufo-Addo's government. We're trying to declare state of emergency mokai. Now, story ne boy ya momo ye ne te say jama ora if can say the chief of defense staff Major General Pompe Prane Shechri. But we say, ye didn't know many group no so na say, ora upon pepra, ye obia odin wini. Na wa buanso putu or may ever since obey chief of defense staff. He remains a general on one of Ghana's finest military officer. General Pompepra, very nice man. On pen wasem minkas wa esronko nanso sabi odini huni. Papai onye bonio. Wa meka obia o. He has tried with all the concerted effort to put this country into a proper stability. Oh yes, very instrumental. But enam nipa boniphobia one mon pe papa ni yentino. One more year so mu declare state of emergency no mo de ahye no. Yeah. What was there? Somewhere in the month of May, I told Ghanaians, say, "Yama hold the month of June, all up to the month of July ending." Se bibie insi wo Ghana hadia, well, Kwaku nenwano. Samoba kaya, those of you, the ardent listeners and the viewers of this show, if you recall this statement, I said, now my catch from say, there is what I see, dark clouds covering the airspace of Ghana. Dark clouds. Mununkumbi ekata ye airspace nim. Yeah. Na nyoma e koso na easy. Nipebi we're trying so mbeye sa ade no e de ahye papa yi. Onye bone. Tonight, me the part 2 of that alleged coup plotters and me the omo ho nsem oba. Brace yourself. Any free wa afi Yemra asemi suha. That same Friday, we gave out or threw out some questions to the National Security Coordinator, Eya Ora Edward Kwaku Asumeni Mokai on Friday. We threw some questions to the current National Security Coordinator, Edward Kwaku Asumeni Mokai. Yeah, Friday. Now, Mekatra mu say, "Ombeyin sembiano about wiretapping, wiretapping, what tapi impenifo bi, Kwaku Asumeni ono da ho no. What tapi impenifo eye me bisa no question we fit Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, a little above 72 hours. When Timi Mabontain say. Brana be kanu kura bi se sam penimfo yi tape one telephone communication and now 1 year ontimi mabonte, which is very dangerous and very unlawful. Only right says where sir. No. Before Besa no, unless a high court amman warrant says where sir, he has no right, and the national security of this country has no right to wiretap any Ghanaian for whatever it is. No. National security need that right. Before national security Besa, he need what? A high court approval. But ne part 2 and so ban. Question bisa and you say, why and not happy one? Brace yourself tonight. And tonight, mon frère honorable Chei Mensa Bonsu, mon frère ne se omana somra hase maye. Na moma mon frère honorable Joseph Osewusunso, moma na somra. Yebeyadi. Okay, my member line is Grace Saki on my wave. Grace, good one there. Valerie answer. I'll see. Good afternoon, Quakes. Trust you are doing well. Watching you live from Atlanta, Georgia. I salute you. Me too. And then Regina Adole. I'll say hello, Kwaku. All right. So great ones there. And Mode Abba. Messages in Iguswa Eba. Come. Now, folks, and I do brace yourself and you may not go so. But me say break crack. Me move straight into Ghana Speaks Proudly, brought to you by Ora Blackstar for Nkoma. Ya ni we die ice anoma bi so a na sama walk an say asam anoma no we fantini na anoma na sama walk an say asam kor wa ka e die basam me say asase na wo ti so na wo pese we den ukosi dan wo so no enna obi pese wo tu eduro asase no so obi pese we den otu eduro Minyan the story in PA, a man for started the DIBA, whoever is involved, who this government, senior government advisor, no, a man for started the DINI free London, Eba. Do you know who this person is? Wait a minute. Now, Ora Blaster for no kaya, ye boy na chrese, asasienwa, where then, ye can one semi a woo cosono, and I may catch us a misrel, bombodian day, ja, asasi. Because eni pebi nyombekun litigation abaso to kwa abaso debi obeko so bia na omu chesu obeko no enkranti kotokuro nsrada na nemu etuo na area aba wombekun ato ache na msi jai Ora Blaster for nsase no doso bebre all over me sra bomodin jai Ora Blaster for na asase no na bomodin ana yeden friend is saying na kokope kind of saying Ora Blaster for no assassin be na uja wodie no Ora Blaster for assassin assassin suyi 70 by 100 afin so one more assassin problem be any litigation be any Ora Blaster for office no fan call barrier here obetimi aden afre wonum ofre ma na ono ma aden edi nkomo kama na wo de wo kwa ka kire me say abrante no wote CTV wo ha dwen o madam for no minua no Kwaku Annan o se me mfre mo na mo be ma me asase nti ka kire asase no be payment schedule amount payment schedule or payments plan na wetu na kakrakra wo betimi esi edan a wa office da kye wo kwa homji ma wo betenem no ene wo besi wo ho afi betimi esi bibi se Airbnb hospitality cluster of buildings real estate na nipa betretrem ede bi a pese osi bi akonyo ensase no wo Accra Hamfa na bebre yo bi wo kwa benya kaso bi wo ho denchira botiano yo bi wo nsawom amasaman bebre apetepete ho a ubenye bi ni wesi a saa wo de na ntokwa waso jato for the meantime ne enko start we ne enhwe se onyankopon betumi aye adom a na yewia ye ba be litigate we ansa na asase we ebesa asa Ora Blaster for ma mi o ma asase ne nchiro eso efe kama ye de nsuo ekoho electricity koho afin so road network ni na ebi ho kama watch this.
Ora Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabenya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority.
They are all the same.
Oh, me I fear about you, Ankasa. My margin senator.
My Casada. I don't know about.
I'm in a trophy.
What is your party's name now? This is your papa, and also it. Papa, we
Medini Kofiapa. I'm the leader and founder of the Liberal Party, LPG.
Oh, no, didn't say Papa. I bet brought this generation, then the next generation. Now let me tell you the vision of this man.
Now me I don't number be a president. I could let you work on be said the imam in my watch. Sign a bayam. I could be a Chanica. Was soon be a 500 Ghana cedis.
See a work and there. Copy 80 years with 500 Ghana cedis.
Hey, this is my Naya. Was soon be a negative 2,000 Ghana cedis. So soon I'm a president. One more, if you do watch it, Echo, Koran, was will be 700 cedis.
We build up from 18 years. I want you to know, but you're the 700 Ghana cedis. Hey, let me tell you some crowd.
University should be free.
We are not school free. Me, I will vote for number 5.
Madam, after 2024 election, Metro Abanadia, LPG. Mammy posters, maybe. I'm a mom, near campaign.
Oshakrata and the Tuabana, be number 5. Madame Tosu. My sense will be an air so. Tuabana, not to Mamma, with your sea.
Great, welcome back. This is Ghana Speaks. And of course, the show is the Frontline show, the nation's biggest investigative magazine show with Kwaku Annan. Folks, brace yourself tonight. Call a friend, call a brother, call a sister. Unya link na menya kwadro. My CTVGH link unya menya kwadro. Share with a friend. And 2, what is most significant is also say, when you get the link, subscribe to the link and then press the bell. Send a bear, minya share show nasia na wode wa pick the lead. So, whenever, however, wherever, we remain your reliable news source. Inti ebema wenye bibia very fast. Now, my main can message we. Francis Oben or say keep on doing the good work. Negan Pauline or say nobody can touch you. Expose them to the highest degree. God be with you. And on my thumbs up. Good one day, Negan. I love that. George Apia or say I'm watching you live from MK UK. Ghana is not safe. It's not a safe country. A league is it a leaky teto or say only the dinaba. I will mention the name now. Facha me why? Who did biaba? Then my very own John Kane or say John Kane also watching you live from Toronto, Canada. Yeah, John Kane. And then Negan to say try and expose them all. A leaky tete or say we are with you. Veronica Sanya or say hi bro, good work. And a powerhouse or say Kwaku, Regina Adelo or say hello Kwaku, and then the messages goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, folks, a fire dream. You be rap, baby, also a day, Idi Papa, and any year friend, the politics of today. Also, a program where a woman segment, the politics of today takes us to a senior member of this very governing party, NPP. Disclosing that the election of candidate Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia was dead on arrival before the sight of John Dramani Mahama. Yet ye baby and a senior member of NPP Eba Bontina na some obe can say NPP for be kwa yi candidate bia wo munya careful. Nemom so mu yi candidate Alhaji Bawumia edina badia no. Or say, and no dear, a dead on arrival because candidate Bawumia ontimi machi John Dramani Mahama. And that's what he told his people, whether they listen to him or would not. That's what he said. How best he would say it than I'm saying it. Take a listen to him.
Because you can't beat Mahama. Number sitting and say, we lost the election in 2022. Oh, yes.
What exactly did you mean by that? Because who really MPP Fratberry? Obia second the campaign on Adam Kwaku and MPP government. But Ken, the same Ken, they lost the election in 2022. And now NDC communicated as a Ken can't buy them. Let them say,
straight. So that a man making it and then making it straight. I was referring to Bawumia. Because Bawumia, the judge said, if your fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate will expose you. I can easily defend it because many policies are made by President Kufuor. 3 years HS will be maintained. One district, one factory will be maintained. But others, medicine. But the economy itself, Ghana for any party for it is stereotype, they don't want to listen. Maybe a big guy the woo. Nessa we are delegates now will be ever convinced. I'm gathering to now say Mamma. Now, Emma Minisika Asian, Obika Jam MPP in Nisika Donje. And the Sikam said, Mimi, the Asia. Am I the only businessman? Nisika. Okay. Now we can say Emma. Apostle can for I didn't know one way. So the Bawumia passed the Bisia. Because the man went out there. When your fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate will expose you. Has it changed? If $1 to 4 cedis, what's the fundamentals are weak? And $4 to 12 cedis, what's the fundamentals near weak?
I was saying a quarter material. They're not all your
So, Asemu Ora Kennedy Japan, okay, Ken and Carbonio, Nene Cranwa, Pepe, and a Ken Ekan. Oh, yes, and I tend to agree with him. So, yes, Adriana Banuo, Adriano, Naba, and a baby you who Adriacro. Yes, so what is our some da? Yes, Adriana Ba, Ebemy you Adriacro. Asemo Rekene Japan, one carbone, however, say he's a member of the governing New Patriotic Party. He must tell this right on his face to Bawumia. Aden, Warono Koka say, when your fundamentals are weaker, your exchange rates would expose you. Ono Kasa. It's a brand of Bawumia or Kasad. What is even so suicidal? On candidate Bawumia said, one more Kriya workers ask me, Bawumia na associate or your economist. Isn't this so sad enough? Very sad. Very, very sad. And then me mami bi ewo United States sending me audio. Me mami is odampemu ahomachi o. Mami ya sori esu. Hey, asembe nie. Mommy, na woni Ghana, ntinche Ghana asem de e fa wo ho ben. Aden. Na wonna. Osi Kwaku. I can't sleep here. Why? After all, whether we like it, said Trump a renew. This is America. You cannot compare Ghana to America. We'll go through the system as far as so long as Trump remains the president. But I am weeping this early hours of the morning, said, what is going on in Ghana and the news by the hour is so frightening. The debilitating effects against the driving forces of the economy. No, I can't sleep. At least I have some families out there. Mami Penny will say, just say, if I have my way and I will share with you the things in the audio. Folks, and here you take Ghana Hanwa. enye ye no ye te Ghana ha na sabio I say ye nie frefra no enye ye te Ghana ha no I say ye nie frefra no say what ho Ghanaians what ho ye mpese ya dwene we sabi ebe ye adwuma ye koka esi Kwaku ma no nye na what ho na wo baumia we be gira bont ye te baby nye obi no beka hye baumia wano enye obi no beka hye wo baumia wano ye te baby na baumia we be gira ka kire say when the fundamentals are weak your exchange rate would expose you. Did I force Baumia to say this? Did Kennedy Japan force Baumia to say this? So why? How? And you are going to hear other tapes which gives Baumia so much and his inconsistencies, his lies, and throw and in the da and the and such a personality way Ghana for Yensuro and Feria dear. Still, we want to allow these crooks, these ragamuffins, to rise up, to lie through to power, and come back again and rule the people of this country. And if we are not careful, this will remain a travesty and a miscarriage of justice in this country. I'm telling you, Ghanaians, be careful. It's so sad. Now, dear, candidate Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia's inconsistencies, lies, propaganda, and falsehood continue to denigrate and take the shine out of his campaign. Now listen. He told Bishop Dakiwad Mills of Lighthouse Chapel that concrete roads in the country had received cabinet approval. However, few months later, candidate Bawumia goes out there and distort this earlier assertion of cabinet approval of concrete roads. Yet Mona ya na me baba Bawumia so amonti me say now listen. Reason with me here. Bishop Dakiwad Mills of Lighthouse supporting the baby and I will call her will campaign ya na wo de call her. Wo call ya wo see there. I feel there all the roads in the country are receiving approval for concrete. Say e kwan ya wo omemu na ye be ni na concrete and that cabinet are approval for this. And I will call same way of opinion way. And those are utie some of Bawumia ne friends adverts na ye boa abontina wo say NDC fu atwa ho ne keke e no mo de aden wo mo de ayad no all can asem ne kire Dakiwad Mills say wo ma be say tonight I'm giving the full length wo can asem ne wie ya a few months later Bawumia goes out there and now telling Ghanaians what kind of roads being any ABC. Why are you always lying to the people of this country and throw akoshisam and nabraba sem? Listen to Bawumia carefully on this. Take a listen.
Why is it that we are not building our roads with concrete and rather doing all this asphalt bitumen stuff, which the roads get washed away after 2 seasons? You look at Temamoto Way, which was built with concrete, and it is lasting almost 50 years. Since 2014 in India, they have a policy to only build concrete roads because it works out much cheaper. So I said, well, let me bring this to my bosses, and we have been discussing this as recently as last week. And Bishop Dad, I'll let you into it. Cabinet did decide last week that we should move towards concrete roads as a country.
Today's short ceremony is therefore to mark the beginning of the inner roads upgrade. This will ensure that the remaining roads in the barracks have asphaltic overlap. This is a demonstration that the government is not relenting on its agenda of declaring this year as the year of roads.
Why is it that we are not building our roads with concrete and rather doing all this asphalt bitumen stuff, which the roads get washed away after 2 seasons? You look at Temamoto Way, which was built with concrete, and it is lasting almost 50 years. Since 2014 in India, they have a policy to only build concrete roads because it works out much cheaper. So I said, well, let me bring this to my bosses, and we have been discussing this as recently as last week. And Bishop, I'll let you into it. Cabinet did decide last week that we should move towards concrete roads as a country.
Today's short ceremony is therefore to mark the beginning of the inner roads upgrade. This will ensure that the remaining roads in the barracks have asphaltic over. This is a demonstration that the government is not relenting on its agenda of declaring this year as the year of roads.
Did you hear it? Did you hear candidate Baumia saying what he's saying? Did you hear that? On that screen, he smiles all times. Yet, when you're true for, and you're not daft for, when you kushini, when you're not brabeni, what could you also for penny anymore? I saw them. I saw them. Lighthouse Chapel International. I saw them. And Baumia is lying. How I saw them. What Jahok catcher was of penny dark what Mercy said. All the roads, inner roads, if I need receive cabinet approval for concrete. Who we down one? Now, you are talking about what? Asphaltic roads. You are talking about asphaltic. Now, uka concrete and you're always lying and they want to lie and lie through to power. When you're in your power, you say, bam! Kaina Shannon say he has 4-year mandate. 4 years. Now 4 years, uka and opa no befa. Uka and opa onfa. By that time, 4 years, wano nante, awa abebresem, wano nante, awa yaumu, wano nante, awa yemu, ono nante, awa benidie, eni apinisiemu. Na mode montena ho. Ate. Afiye nkoswe. Ntu ne entroba akunye o. Bedobeba another entrobi so. A senior member of the governing New Patriotic Party had warned Ghanaians to beware of money and goodies inducement in the upcoming election 2024. Why would he say this? MPP Penibia Magana for warning say, hey, munya careful, abana ye kwakoto no sikate che any inducement and nyoma goodies. Ubasha near the rice ba. Ubasha if you credit say yetumi che nyoma nkotokuro ene nsrada mu che. Nkotokuro ene nsrada matches mu che kobi nara mu che. Now Ghanaians, don't you think say sa goodies ni sa nyoma ya politicians on mecha mai. Inti mwanga sa muntimi hu say aye ye. These are the things they do to take over your mind and then they take over your power. So by way of the power in you, the power to the people, no, you sell it so cheap in want of what? Kobe. You sell that power to that politician in want of what? Kotokuro and Asrada. Ebe. Is that how cheap we can reduce our mental faculty to? But we'll too careful. Take a listen to him.
What Ghana as MPP, ya president of some Oba Peduma Wanyami, Waka Peduma Wanyami, and then ya Wusa, ya despair grounds of Kotua many persons. Mesram, Mama in the home, Opia, or for too many persons in the and say, what you know here, as to die, I will say, what you come and feel so one. No, I do not just go or balance what the discussion somewhere. No, I do not money. Now I want to Mano. What to my and to say, light of Papa. No one so candle. Light to the bow pay. No one. And
what a but listen to this. The question remains, has his warning come at the right time or not? The question, warning now Odema Ghana for can we say that the warning has come at the right time or has not? To me, I will tell you yes indeed. The warning to Ghanaians has come at the right time. Reason Bentia. Watch this carefully. Watch this.
Yes, you can see that very well. The distribution of goodies have started like no other business. Money, everything now they are sharing just to buy your conscience once again and to fool you for another 4 years. That is, we must be wise up. Yes, you can see that very well. The distribution of goodies have started like no other business. Money, everything now they are sharing just to buy your conscience once again and to fool you for another 4 years. That is, we must be wise up. Yes, you can see that very well. The distribution of goodies have started like no other business. Money, everything now they are sharing just to buy your conscience once again and to fool you for another 4 years. That is, we must be wise up. Yes, you can see that very well. The distribution of goodies have started like no other business. Money, everything now they are sharing just to buy your conscience once again and to fool you for another 4 years. That is, we must be wise up. Yes, you can see that very well. The distribution of goodies have started like no other business. Money, everything.
When are they on my then they go on? Well, Nioma goodies. Yes, one is or just power nephew them because of what? A bag of what? Maize, either a bro and not a mo. No one knew that. Can you imagine? Or you saw a bro and now say a mo your sovereignty, power to the people. No, what you ready to Ghana for? Yeah, you ready nipa benny, caucus yes, we dear, yeah, papa. I don't know. Hey, to me a woman, to me a woman, and you brought in Wabajo, won't ya Ghana ni bipini? Wababa did to me nephew with some. Wababa to me nephew with someone. When Timian for gold, when Timian for diamond, when Timian for any precious whatever. What did they buy? Ediane, a bro, and emo. My goodness, man. Folks. What they budget every sem. Na oria or the akototo land cruises. Tiasema make a term Ghanaians all over the regions and outside Ghana, minimum kasa, because we are left with a couple of days to go to the polls. What the MO, Anna a bro, what the Baba power to the people, or the Jeffrey. No, we are. One of the Aquajeji land cruisers, SUVs, or the Aquajeji dying our East Legon, Cantonment, Labone, and all plush areas, North Legon, and other places. Na owiensua watu tobi di bia mama di maka ho watu tobi di mama di maka ho na wote ho na wona mewia no so wona mewia no so na mu tin wo mo so e wo parliament ho hu a Ghana fo ni bi kudo mo kakra na ye me tiny sa pronoun honorable say jimifo no di omo di omachi na de ya ne say once you are following them Land Cruiser ni nyina ho na Land Cruiser na ekọ. This political rogues, this political destitute, akromfo wenum no Ghana emrantie no mu di omati. Hey, honorable, ede honorable. Yarefo what tongue power through the collection of rice. Hey bro, we yare. Adeni yan nyini kakrai. Me be na me hwe motorbikes bia wo mun nam kwan nim ho kuta flag kana fenelia of the MPP. Lunatic fringes. Show me. Me be ya me pim no to horses here my peno. Opa yam de obey na wepra. The may answer do be kwa spiti. Wepra kwa o. Meanwhile, Baumiano so dalan Christianim. Adding throw any da spewing this garbage through to power. Through what? Courtesy a bro. Any amo. Hey, Eddie Assembly. Politicians are much and NDC for some much careful. Me say NDC for listen, some much good is for MPP Diana Mebo, Minamodia Mebo. I'm telling you. MPP, NDC, me say much and what? And easy mamo. What? This kind of politics we say a tuotra. I say tuotra. No, too much. Are they? Yes, MCR, can we play that video? Can we? Woo! If it's ready, let me know. Is it ready? Okay, now, me be another video so atremu. Apart from say, yama mwe bro, any amono, afi, omu di sika account. Sika na saying. Can you imagine? Now no be fear you could say over millions of dollars so need them. Millions of dollars e go need them. Now the winye bia utiana Ghanaians let's sit think. Let's mumie kakra mumie bibini so wo ye nipa. Twene Jonas asamba ko a kan be refinta. Ema me depend Jonas asamba. Was it bibini so wo ye nipa? Ah, atay. Sika say. Wo mo we bro, wo mo we mu. O de agisa 2 minutes free sem. No de akotre trasako. Na trasako no kra nanso wo mo ntra wo mo toto edan e wo trasako ho e de mama oho na bebro mu kodi ma no wo ho. Me video in Sunfema, Nashi Sika, and so Modeko. Say Sika be say, you know what? The sad part of it is that the money is also, it belongs to you and I. It's our money. Take a listen to this one too. Ghanaian and at the range of hearing my voice or tonight, if you are watching, you must be weeping for this country called Ghana. What's it? When will be a sikanu go? Yeah, when will be a go? Now she's a quantum of money. Yes, it's a free idea near the group. Nebisa will say, can this rocks, this politicians give you this money to chop? What would you be fair now? Emma will need there be the only time I'll bet me yes, Canadian election time. Election, the entire office say election time. And so this is listen, let's do this short arithmetic. So say, why do you think the politicians will wait until election time? 1, no amount t-shirt. 2, no amount mobile phone. 3, no amount friend saying a second kotokro stradabi and it's no amount Kobe. Why do you think so? Yes, sir. What it means is that the politicians in this country do not respect the citizens of this country. No, they don't respect you. Why? Because they've worked with us for almost how many? Fourth Republican era way, as a benchmark. They have Omaka Kayenume who said, no, Ghana for Yanyobia. From a Pierre to Yanyobia. The only way to take the power from them is to give them these goodies. And one no. And tell Brony meye sad way and fentiam. Namenka say mo. Brony meye way Namenka say yes. Not one of our own. Not one of our own. Our brothers and sisters who are going to sit in Parliament and at the apex of leadership can only do this to you and I by inducing us and take our power through courtesy what? Rice, corn, and money. Meanwhile, the money they are distributing is money belongs to you and I. This is sad indeed. You got to weep. Trust me. Now, sika no mo channel say no eni bre so pa make say won say Ghana higher day baka say sika egu ho the governing party or tiska no so MPP for tiska no so yes omete so still on candidate Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia and his inconsistencies, lies, propaganda and falsehood is overwhelming. He earlier said a country doesn't need to borrow money for development. However, he turned around and distorts that we must borrow this time responsibly. Yet ye baby and cabin shame. Bawumia say, hey, and who here says so micro bobo sebia. No. You can toll the road and get money and then I say for and I said wobeke kasa nsem ya ofa no hu de was that done in and also no Debbie. Or say Debbie, you must borrow response. Are you sure, Bawumia? Ghanaians, are we asleep? The guy has a characteristics of what? A chronic liar. A stereotype. Bawumia is a stereotype, a chronic liar. I don't know, minim adjectives Bawumia. I'm telling you folks, and this is very dangerous, that to allow such a person to rise up to power, no, he collapsed this country in no time. One no can we you and who answer by Bible say meanwhile done also no borrow responsible saying Ebiana what in us 1 year this time over 10 year. Listen to Bawumia here. Take a listen.
Raise the money to do to borrow money from anywhere. Just tool the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. But it doesn't mean we will not borrow money. It only means that we are going to borrow responsibly and not recklessly. No government can say they won't borrow money. That is ridiculous. So far, the commitments that we received in China before leaving amounted to a total of $15 billion. And there is a possibility that within the next month or so there are some discussions that we couldn't conclude, that another $4 billion will be added to that. But this is by way of grant funding. As you can see, all the discussions we've had in China have to do with getting a new funding model, not borrowing, but leveraging our resources to do so.
If you look at this country, the money is there for development, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. The money is there, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. We are going to make sure we bring in a new economic model and make sure the money will come down to our villages for everybody to get that share of the money.
To borrow money from anywhere. Just tool the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. But it doesn't mean we will not borrow money. It only means that we are going to borrow responsibly and not recklessly. No government can say they won't borrow money. That is ridiculous. So far, the commitments that we received in China before leaving amounted to a total of $15 billion. And there is a possibility that within the next month or so there are some discussions that we couldn't conclude, that another $4 billion will be added to that. But this is by way of grant funding. As you can see, all the discussions we've had in China have to do with getting a new funding model, not borrowing, but use leveraging our resources to do so.
If you look at this country, the money is there for development, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. The money is there, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. We are going to make sure we bring in a new economic model and make sure the money will come down to our villages for everybody to get that share of the money.
Sir nipa we edi ben ene Kwaku mo beboa mamet mentu ni din o, but Ghanaians, let's watch the face of the vice president and candidates Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia's face. Edi ben ye de beto no. Edi ben pao and ye de beto papai. Ghanaians, help me. Let's get answers for. And again, do not say or do not let us play with the future of this nation. What? Especially, who do we entrust? Who do we entrust our territorial land, our territorial waters, our territorial mineral deposit and resources, and our territorial airspace? Who? In whose hands do we entrust? And I'm moving some memo, a sebisebio, and Kwalankola Grobisa, Miss Lemuo, Muma Ghana for once, Mummy serious way, and maybe what say? Dear Mwedi Kwan, Mumma winning co. Or brebe breba, ye bre, abebrese, a penisiania binidia, ye comno. A run away, a young young come just one day, near Pio, near Co, and ya Grobisa, oh, Adiachin, ye want to near Quayadi flow. It takes us years. Now what you put a muti saying? Eranum, now what you a muti saying? Bosome a muti saying, and uncantama febako abba. As there be Ghanaians, be very, very careful that when you see the semblance of people who cannot, will not, and may not display the characteristics of what? Trustworthy, be very careful. Let's be careful. Mumiya very careful. And Ora Akufo-Addo, Yempeo, he will remain one of a president in our history under the 4th Republican Constitution as untrustworthy. Now, so Warbano, ye GP Gitrada, Akufo-Addo, Onye, yeah, we dig Ghana for the MPP for the Nambo, I feel on one party, what Chemumienu. He belongs to my Newafanum, Swanom. I sa Juma wonum bedi ya no in 1979 Juma bedi ya no yes ebra buzia efra ben mu no buzia party na party ben na ye Progress Party and we need power, and that was the Second Republic. Wonum bedi ade no buzia ene Akufo-Addo ne papa Edward Akufu. Women now were scholars, so Buzia was a scholar, a professor, Kofi Abrefa Buzia, and one bedia dear. He said, then they see here, woman ye Ghana, Tosa, yen a Truka, yen a Basa. Tantan, ne papa was the ceremonial president. Woman ye Ghana, tan. All to the point said they moved this country to the IMF. And that was where Buzia introduced what you call economic austerity measure. And that led to over several Ghanaians were retrenched, and that remained one of the largest public sector retrenchment in this country. And he reduced the Ghanaian cedi currency to 43%. It took a military officer like one General Ignatius Kutu Echampon to come back and revive the Ghanaian economy. Oh yes, yeah. Kutu Echampon. When Kutu Echampon came, under his era, Adebaku declared Edema the Bretton Woods institution. ASL said, Ghana for me bring himself money. Or say yentia na there. Yentia na there. It was Ghana's debt against our debt portfolio, and he made sure some 94.4 million United States dollars was cancelled. Besides under the 4th Republic, President Ben Waba Ghana debt in your council. Rather, we are adding more debt to our debt portfolio. Kutu Echampon canceled $94.4 million. And Bretton Woods institutions nini brea. So what did they do? They canceled Ghana's our trade credits. And that led to what? A huge trouble on our neck. Mika say, And you maybe to say consumables like milk, sardine, corned beef, any sugar, Ghana need to be imported. Unimadia kutu champion here. All that kutu champion in Crawford here in answer. Listen, one, we need to subsidize this. We need to ration it and prioritize it. 3 fundamental goals for kutu champion or down. Or say we need to prioritize, subsidize, and ration it. Oh yes, Sano, what did he do? If Yakoba said the government of Kutu Champo was now importing these 4 fundamental consumables just to be able to maintain the standard of price of this consumable. Inti untimi yankof onunkofa sardine, milk, corned beef, and femba Ghana. Na yeba beto the retail shops no. The mo yene say wo beto. Where's me cotton me there 10 cities? Where's me cotton me there 20 cities? Where's me cotton me there 50 cities? No. He stabilized, he gave a standardized price for all these consumables. Or yes, Anina, he was doing that to ensure that the Ghanaian city would appreciate the foreign currency. And he succeeded. Yeah. We are not sure when him Dean also no. Listen, we will not import cotton. Ghana was growing cotton in this country. He made sure that about 30 million Ghana cedis then was saved for the coffers of this country. Kutu Champo. And then all the governments are under the Fourth Republic. Bisa say a day and a maye in the honor of Kutu Champo. Now so make you say a new man Kutu Champo a yema this country under the Fourth Republic. I can challenge any political scholar. Bebe munyendru na munyendru bebi ya Kutu Champo e yedru. I'm telling you. I can challenge many of you on a debate. I'll just close my eyes and I'll give you numerous nyoma kutu champion eyema on my way. Edema sana muke. Mumisa monse ene. How much of quantum of the metric tons of rice you import to Baha? I have lost counting, including the SC company be imported the commerce school for ya. And what ba semi okuja to edimirika to chase so mo matitia to remi. And importation of rice at the same Bana Kutu Champo. Kutu Champo declared that operation feed yourself. And today, go to about 10 homes in this country. Ube will say yes, Ghanaians who adopted in that political, socio-economic philosophy and ideologicals of Kutu Champo today. Ube Konom, there is what you call a backyard garden farming. As our food staples now, you don't need to go to market to buy them. It was under the auspices of Kutu Champo. Ghanaians could resonate with this political, socio-economic, political ideology. And he succeeded. Orieno, the whole of Esuchare, Tano, and the whole of the northern region became the hub for rice cultivation. Ghana imported rice, da. Ghana, ya imported rice, da. Tomatoes, onions, and net. 21st century and more imported tomatoes, more imported the onions from Niger. Go and read. In the era of Kutu Champo, Ghana was exporting these food staples to all these neighboring countries around us. And Amuni, under an era of a military general, okay, Ghana was exporting this, including some. Ghana was exporting food and fish to Japan and South Korea under Kutu Champo, and then where. And then where a bodam for wicked people, wicked rulers, and rulers of darkness. We are rulers of darkness and evil and shameful people. Kutu Champo era. All right? He did his best though. All up the 7-year rule of Kutu Champo, at least Ghanaians, we saw the best. Even though we can say, however, say, one found Kodru baby idea. Between closer to 1977, we all realize, yes, the economy of Kutu Champo has taken a nosedive. Where we saw, say, no, inflation almost about 117, dropped to about 68. And then you could see, say, yes, foreign debts and local debts stood at about 3.62 billion respectively. Food prices jumped to about 59%. Crude oil stood at $35 per barrel, all-time high. Population was at 2.8, 9% significant. And Ghana or the name Kudru Pepe. Mumi says, Akufa the ne papa, Edward Kufu or Nibuzia, one of the Ghana call saying. One must say on me, Poto. One must say on me, Poto. One more that same Progress Party, no Buzia for me and no Massifoni MPP. Guess what happened? Progress Party for Nasifo no. Bisa said DNC when Buzia was overthrown, that party metamorphosed into a political party called the People's Front Party, chaired by Victor Uso Ofia Aguna Swedru. Bisa said no. This same MPP for the byproducts of them, but when my ancestors Pauli and Oforiata, ne cousin, Pauli and the cousin Oforiata broke away from the People's Front Party. Yes. And they won't woman you, woman for anyway. No. Yeah, no. They broke away from the People's Front Party and I'm from one party called the UNC. At the time I roll and say my kwanse yen to abana. Woman just said, woman be shama abana to manakwino, woman so woman conquer support Victor Usu da. Oh, this so-called bourgeoisies, woman are more South-style bourgeoisies, and they believe in what you call the razzmatazz. They taught Victor Usu the bitter lesson ever. And Banzo, you know, there was what you call a political conflagration that resulted in that political disintegration, and that was the end of story. At the end of the game, you know, DNC, after Kotu Abano, election got tied. Ebejira tied, see a team. Yes, some re-election. Victor also catch the Paulini in the cousin of Furiata said, Mumma no, yema. We prefer to support to Liman, Dr. Hilal Liman. That comes how Liman ebe president or Memwa. And they went and supported Hilal Liman. Obiasu himself, Liman. Listen, Liman was a career diplomat. He didn't really know the political dynamics of this country. And omoko support no. Yako supporting you and a Liman won. A party like FNC and the Action Congress Party by Benasco, Western region, Umunya saying about 10 seats. Onua Pauli and then a cousin of Foria to form UNC, Umunya saying 13 seats. People's Front Party by Wine, by Wine, Victor Usu, Onya saying 42. Liman got what? 71 out of the entire 140 parliamentary seat. And he won. He became the president of this country. Okotna Castle, at that time, the AFRC have returned to barracks, and they were watching Liman's government closely. Liman, Liman, one Yejuma, Otiho, and and he was having all sorts of luxury life and merriment at the castle. Little he knew, said no. And guess what? Liman didn't know, said no. He had come to power and he has inherited a broken system. And he was acting as if normalcy had been restored fully. No. Liman insulated his entire cabinet from the leadership of the AFRC. And he cancelled even their trips. Liman refused to adhere to the views and opinions of the rival political groupings, like what is happening today. Liman could not secure the domestic international support required to summon the daunting economic challenges inherited from the past. He was behaving as if he's like a high horse. He had come to power with a pledge to recover the economic viabilities and social fulfillment. But 2 years he was in power, the country was plunged into chaos. Once more, the people looked with uncertain hope to a dark and a threatening future. Today, we are back to this same situation. This political bench wagon of bourgeoisie driving this country to no point of no return. And sometimes I get saddened when I hear these little crooks coming from, political science department or level why no school. First degree, no the radio. He knows to nothing. Wabeta also a political communicator. He knows to nothing. And kwasiasem keka, they don't even know the roots of this country and where we come from, where we are going. And now Kufado, maybe on the he is following his father's precedents. Mumi says, a brother two Buziana, a hifa, and a dreaded Kufu of fire. Oh, Ghana. At that time, Buzia was in England. Oh, treating home, he was a diabetic patient. No, treating home. Buzia, oh, no, down. Wamebo baby, Professor Kofi Abrefa Buzia, Nasifoni MPP way, may say, go and read the history of the government of wine. Professor Kofi Abrefa Buzia, one, he was like a despotic leader. But again, I must say that his government also remained the only government in which nobody was arrested or prosecuted for some political reasons, because he inherited right there from what General Akwesi Amankwa Frifa after the overthrow of Nkrumah. And that was the 1969 elections. Munyanefo. On my way, political abakwasem. Eshishankrofo be them. And on my said they will mount the roadmap. No, my corner. But the history, I'm always been tempted doing this. Now, folks, the Ashanti regional chairman of the MPP, Entribu Esako, also known as Chairman Wuntumi, is caught live on camera, lying and struggling to defend NPP and viable Agenda 111. Obi say Wuntumi. Wa bon. Nipa bi say, some media metiti yo. Some monsieur okoprempe. Na wo hwe Wuntumi pa say wait. A student of Prempeh College. My goodness. What? Wakaso sisiniti as say. No ohaha ni sa te say dia. I confirm what? Ye kwakotwa niti. Kwana ko defend Agenda 111. He goes there and start telling lies. I feel I confused. Lying right there on camera. Take a listen to this.
What the Ghanaians know, look at the evidences that you are enjoying. Okay? Look at Agenda 111.
How many of them have you completed?
Oh, about 30 to 35.
Where are they?
You can search. You are a journalist. Google.
Where? You've been leading this campaign.
Now,
so just tell me.
If you go to Atwumako Ahoma 1, yes, we are completing.
So they are not completed.
Agenda 111. I said that it's 111, and we are going to complete about 30 to 35.
So you
this
have
year.
completed it.
We have completed some. What the Ghanaians know, look at the evidences that you are enjoying. Okay? Look at Agenda 111.
How many of them have you completed?
Oh, about 30 to 35.
Where are they?
You can search. You are a journalist. Google.
Where? You've been leading this campaign.
Now,
so just tell me.
If you go to Atwumako Ahoma 1, yes, we are completing.
So they are not completed.
Agenda 111. I said that it's 111, and we are going to complete about 30 to 35.
So you have
this
completed
year.
it.
We have completed some.
Wait. The crown for America, see some, impetus and yes, he sees some, dear, he's just lying. Meanwhile, the Ashanti region, the only man is some 4 kicker, wait, and Tribu Esako, and throw any nada, and here together with Baumia are lying through their tongue to power, and you want to allow such radicals, these ragamuffins, rogues, rats, and crooks to come to power. How? Mudini crack a crown heading. Mudini journalists will be so. I'm here, or be so was some. And to open so no, I'm here no coquetting. On quiet to say, you say, sometimes more Cassano who cry, medium mood. That's why, Kwaku, you don't get me in such places. No, how? When I yet your baby, and I will see agenda, no, and 12111. Became one some tell why you do saying. Ehifa eni ebekwa kohu afide oto na ototo papa so sa akohwisam enabrabasam enkontomposam ina anya ne kure. But of course, why not? They want to have their way because ukoken Ghana phone bibri will not resonate with that direction. It's sad. On my way, yawo. Sonta wo trust di hwe. There's one policy be by Kutu Echampon. Guess what Kutu did? In 1978 thereof. Kutu Echampon share Adiebi and also no listen. We have a lot of foreign companies or mobile Ababe left Ghana's mineral deposit, any natural resources like gold, diamond, timber. Or she didn't also know, wait a minute. We will not allow the foreign companies to come and dig our soil and take our mineral deposit, including our timber, and go like that and take the greater percentage. No. So what did he do? He went straight into the archives and lifted the blueprint prepared by Kwaku Kwaku Boateng was one of a special aid to Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And that document was there. Kutu Echampong lifted it like this. And then he made a decree. A follow-up of the decree, what happened? That decree came out that any foreign company be amuwa meimuha. So who took gold, so who took diamond, so who follow your timber, now they kwa. Wayane says, see a team. Ghana must take a greater percentage of the mineral deposit and the resources. And then, who foreign company, you take the lesser one. This is what he did. Kutu Echampong, a military officer. This is what he did. And then, under the Fourth Republic, go and read and check the archives. How many foreign companies have come on our soil that the government of Ghana controls the greater part of our resources? Number one, what percentage does Ghana have in our oil in the western region? Percentage in your womb. The Newmont and Ashanti Gold are digging your gold. How much of percentage do we have, government of Ghana have in our gold? And all the mineral deposit, how much do we have? Number three, if you win the Newmont group of companies were coming to the shores of Ghana. Former President Kufuor at the time laid the red carpet for them at the castle, and they walked as if they were walking down the aisle into glory. All right? Newmont came and occupied many places, including Ahafo and Brim, and began to fall in Ghana's what? Mineral, our food staples, including our enviable exports earning like cocoa, Newmont for Umuchani Negui, including say Eniania Ghana Foni Dia, Ewo Bordia Bantimenke, Yetani Negui in want of gold. Meanwhile, the government of Ghana wasn't getting the greater percentage, no. And then Matisse Newmont full food. President Kufuor saw red carpet at the Mamuju. I dare anybody come and challenge me, so I'm lying. And the worst part of it is this. Guess what? Newmont to phone feed woman buy caterpillars, no all their saying hardware signano. Government of Ghana exempted tax from it. A bought down for sick, like Armstrong said. Sick, you are sick. You are mentally sick. And this Fourth Republic, oh come on. Leaders say yare for. Now, the chairman of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, Johnson Asiedin Kitia, has directed no NDC member of parliament should respond to any emergency sitting of parliament if they are called. Ora Asiedin Kitia koka and ra or see NDC new member of parliament be anywhere as we see parliament to if there is a recall that under certificate of urgency. Under certificates of urgency, nobody should step there. It is here, no. Obi can answer also, are you there? Are you there? And easy. It is here, no. A fenyo man in the group, no. Mode Supreme Court. Mame wine. Tokonu. Esaba. Chief Justice. Na mo fi se mo de adibi ba abehye nipa kon se den no. Enye afidi omo so omonko. Na afi yenhwa de ebesi parliament o. Asiedin Kitia warning na or they are better to NDC parliamentarians. Take a listen to him.
Democracy, we parliament flew aside the democracy the media. And one thing our media money community can be about. At the same way, I'm sorry, never buy the parliament to home buy. The parliament who will keep parliament here. That's just that the democracy is ahead. I told you, young Tracy, young Yamada, and I think parliament, yes, you know. I think the democracy, yes, you know. Young Tracy, not I go for, I live for the parliament, of the young Yama, I say democracy. I don't think the answers of parliament here. One more year for Tokani, just before say, my design. I do not parliament here. My partner, about the Pekunia, about the Mufoko. They say, NDCF before. But here, emergency recorder. About PSU. About the democracy no, and the government. Now, the trouble here. Woman got a franchise, woman is democracy. The leaders are parliament to me now. That's why I don't want to say that. Let me show. Yama LPC to do. I'm not cow. Yes, you may be democracy. For instance, Yama Fortune. One more. Now we are lawyers for Ghana Bar Association. Now we can say we need to pass and they had and their constitution. And now, young Francis for the transform and they had the constitution more than as a Muslim Yasi. Now, the Yasi, I won't know what Yasi. And when the answer, every people have interpretive constitution or interpretive constitution. Now, all churches, the answer is brothers. But yet, to the ground, the Conclusive, the Inconsistencies.
Folks, I just gone. So very likely say this 8th Parliament way of Fourth Republic, meaning baby Abekwa end it. Nobody know because you can see clear that there's a stalemate. And so the party chairman had spoken. So members of parliament belonging to the National Democratic Congress cannot, will not, and may not take their chairman's word in vain. So what it means is that Speaker Bagbane may perhaps not sit on the chair. Folks, Afiyemra special report. Let's come to our special report. And our special report we title The Coup Plot on Honorable Chei Mensah Bonsu and Honorable Joseph Osei-Wusu, plus the political acts on General Opon Pepra unveiled. The political acts, unim acts, ekuma. The political acts on General Opon Pepra. On Friday edition, the Frontline show threw some fundamental questions to the National Security Coordinator, Edward Kwaku Asumeni, to help the platform get answers to those questions posed to his office. Friday, yedin semi bisa mumfa ne metoso ayo ora Kwaku Asumeni national security coordinator no a wo memu hanom. Yes. Yede a friend is saying questions bi ba momfa dem na please munya ne ntam yenko. Ayo ra Kwaku Asumani yede questions bi beto homa no. Tonight we are back to reiterate our questions to him and his office to clarify the following questions. Yes. Where is the National Security Coordinator? MCR, please. Honor that. Please, let this picture stay a while longer there. He's a Ghanaian, and we pay him with our taxpayers' money. Allow him. One of a despicable, arrogant person or serving under President Adodan Kwaku led government. And it's that way. He thinks that he's the most powerful guy. He has money. And otumiko baby obetimiako. And he thinks that he's spiritually powerful. Because the last time he began to say, again, why is he shuttling between Ghana and Benin? Or Benin? And tonight, I'm still asking him, Ora Edward Asumani may say, you continue to shuttle between Ghana and Benin. Benin. I have so many photographs of him. There. He thinks he's the most very powerful guy in this country. Now guess what? He goes out there to lie to a group of white ladies, white girls who couldn't throw at the drum and say, yeah, he's so rich, he's so powerful in this country, and that he has money, and that he and his family are going to live the rest of life, and that he's rich, he can never be poor. And he was talking to some American white ladies. Little he knew that no, and maybe me can obey who they are, that those ladies were not just ordinary, no, they were top level US spy agents. Yeah, they were spy agents, and they had tracked him for far too long. Yeah, we're tracking for we're tracking it to be. I don't want to go there and obey ameno, because there's something in the making. Already, the US government had warned President Akufo-Addo to let him go. Me say the United States government had warned that the National Security Coordinator Ayapape Asumani should be made to go. But tonight, our questions here demand here. Number one, we want Mr. Edward Kwaku Asumani to come out and confirm or deny that he pulled an element of surprise on the following persons. One, Honorable Chei Mensah Bonsu and Honorable Joseph Osei-Wusu by wiretapping their telephone communication. And what he obtained, he used that to blackmail them. True and yet true. Mr. Asumani, we are waiting for the answers. Eyanekure say, Ora Chei Mensah Bonsu, Kaneno NPP majority leader in the House. Any ora Joseph Osei-Wusu oko tapi on telephone o waya. And you obtain something when sakano what the sadeno e de kwachire wom what the trom we are na eden is it blackmailing and answer eden. And right there Chei Mensah Bonsu was left with no option but than to step down. And the cry na nye no cry Mr. Asumani ye bisa sa asem brana be kamu no cry maye. Is it true or it's not true? And ever since, Chei Mensah Bonsu could not mount any spirited defense of his post. Now Ghana for who so biya nim the echo. Mumisa mo say, now guess what my info is. Shortly after that, I call it a palace coup in Parliament. Right there, no Chei Mensah Bonsu step down up and omde Kwame na afenyo market. Omudi ni be see there. Yeah. And Kwaku Asumani should come and tell Ghanaians, what role did he play in appointing Kwame Afenyo-Markin as the majority leader in Parliament on the side of the governing party, New Patriotic Party? On my country, role Ben will play. And then, so you see, Boniswa Ketuebiano, share, Mummy Bibi you. And then say Kwame Afenyo-Markin remain one man standing. MPP for Munkancham se Kwaku Bua. Kwame Afenyo-Markin now remain one man standing. Where are the leaders in the house? One more here. Something very simple that it could have been resolved. But as long as Kwaku Annan no way. Mude be at the copy. Kwaku Annan. You know we know some things. You know we know, man. We know. You know we like this. You know we like this, man. Me say asembebe debi. You know we like this. Me say asembebe debi. Kwaku Annan me say ube yasembia no one day e wo memu ha. Obri na enso ye. Wo de opa questions here kan wanu tumu ho. A day is coming. Obwa ube yin semano. Number 2. So we want to know, say, ora chain means sabonsu. E diebe e na unhu wo mo ho. E na wo de ko kire wo mo no ehu be na e bo wo mo a efi wo mo popo ya say chain means sabonsu or resign the post no. Yes. Hey, what is going on? They be American. Me say the night is busier than the day, and there are lots of dark clouds hanging in here in our airspace. Munkumpao, Bonnet. You guys know, I've read several reports, counterintelligence report about this guy, of he involving in narcotic cocaine, involving in money laundering, involving in transporting of gold through illegal means. I read national security report and counterintelligence report about him. Anyway, now Ghana for me someone say more. When was the last time I would say you to meet gold near the you to meet cocaine? And then cocaine wants to see at Chicho Airport or no? Caneno, Yachiwa Airport to Opao, Nancy Yanchibu. There's a syndicate in this country. I feel Mukran Hansi for C and Chichi cocaine. Yachiri are no more fitri, normally call. He's been accused of several nefarious activities against the Republic of Ghana. Number 2. Will Mr. Edward Kwaku Annan confirm or deny that his blackmailing led to Honorable Chairman Sabunsu resign from his leadership position, making way to Honorable Kwaku Annan? As a leader of the majority. Number 3. We want Mr. Edward Kwaku Annan to confirm or deny that his tenure in office as a security coordinator expired on the 8th of August 2024, and he is still at post. Obetia be come ni say data ne office and appointment the demand I expired 8th of August. My date. My dano na my date. All my country say I am lying. On the 8th of August 2024, and in the office no ne tenure in office expire. Why is still at post? And me debate and the man said, we want Mr. Edward Kwaku Annan to confirm or deny that his presence at the Secretariat or National Security Office will not compromise the upcoming general elections. Or my country say uncompromised because the office was also one of the, if not all, the powerhouse. The National Security Ministry, the powerhouse. Political parties are mobile gauge the space and watch this guy closely. Moon watching closely. Kwaku Asumini may say moon watching the office closely. National Security Coordinator Office may say open your eyes. NDC open your eyes. And what's up, Papa Wiso? I know say NDC for you have a lot of serious intelligence officers in there. Watch this guy. Put your radar on him. Afi Mayemra Eye Ora General Opon Pepra. Tonight, the Frontline letter to General Opon Pepra, Chief of Defense Staff, Ghana Armed Forces. Our letter begins, the letter B, Mano. Our letter begins by describing the situation around his circles, suggests that there is a political axe, hidden to unleash the dragon, to destroy his enviable military career, and we crave his indulgence to watch the space to quickly identify those adversaries. General, I know you understand what I mean. All right? The Ayer can say, this is our letter to you. Say, Oman in Naho. Obama Niadawa, and say, there is what we describe a political axe, ekuma, anamebwa abunia nazade, abunia. Bia eshesumu, sabonia no axe will soon unleash the dragon. And Ninano, it is towards destroying his enviable military career. And General, please watch the space in order for you to identify these so-called adversaries or adversaries. America for years, adversaries. All right? Quickly identify them. Number 2, General Pompepra is the Chief of Defense Staff. And may I say, he's also what? He's also into what? Defense intelligence. Bibrefi or a Chief of Defense. No. His special area no defense intelligence. Yeah. So tonight we called on General Pompepra to watch out his spy network. General, begin to what? Throw the spotlight on your spy network and quickly identify the moles, M-O-L-D-S, the moles within or hidden in your circles. Yeah. Tonight, we're calling on you, watch your spy network and quickly identify the moles hidden in your circles. Tonight, we conclude on General Pompepra that his exemplary order lines, the American NHS, afi ne spy network no on him, enipa no a wamoye collection of information at the breno, emane gather data no. General, yes, your spy network, you are spy chief at the same time. But watch your spy network. There are moles in the network. And those moles are also what? Transponders. We conclude on General Pompepra that his exemplary order lines in the military cannot and will not and may not pass unnoticed. Indeed, he is being instrumental to the country's stability, and we don't think the government of Adodan Kwaku should give him this raw deal. Oh yeah, man, a raw deal. We know we picked so many intelligence. Some of them are so sensitive, I cannot put them out there. But this fine man, one person will destroy him. And we know many of his adversaries. We know many of his adversaries. And the any the General Pompepra and Subisi. That supposed alleged coup plot ne kon enomde ko share say yo no a. Mebisa Mami Chief of Staff, Mami Madam Fremont say Paris come out and confirm Utro Krata de command papa is on resign. Is it true or a lie? Untimi for answer nema. Folks, Mami fu is here me ba. Ghana Speaks extension of Yebekum. Who is this high-ranking government advisor, also a relative to President Akufo-Addo, involved in this visa fraud? Stick and stay. The nation's biggest investigative magazine show, The Frontline. I'll be back.
Oral Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great folks, welcome back to Ghana Speaks Extension, and in this edition, we probe into this visa fraud by a relative of President Adodan Akufo-Addo and also a senior advisor to the government. Folks, now, asemi na kowie say senior advisor on one din be pie. Ipamocho ni din be pie. So mon chairman so. Now, ebra asemi ba sa no. The say say we have to find a way to interview the victim. Many interview first a victim no edi nkomo. Say on nsemu how we ya say visa and seminar ekokobaya. So tonight I want to play you the interview. Na victim nankasa enkanasem. But for some security reasons, victim no omoni din. But the senior advisor no unim no. There one wants to say unim ni pao. Just say it's like a family affair. But since you di nipa no bonesa no any dey mean timi nkyere. Me pese wo tie interview we say victim nankasa e kasa. Na ode order nsemodi kwan ye kofa asoma we na e bae chenwa so ne tie nie. Take a listen to this.
Well, for some time we have been investigating this case, as we've given highlights and also a premiere a couple of months ago about a member, if you like, a family member of this President Kwaku Annan, who earlier we said this investigation is about how he tried to secure a visa for a family member to travel outside Ghana, and unfortunately this move couldn't come on. An amount of some thousands of pounds sterling is involved in this whole transaction. He was unable to secure the visa, and the money also have not yet been refunded to the family. We've tried this investigation all to the logical conclusion, and tonight we have the person or the family head who apparently supervised this move to let this individual, who is a member or a relative of the President Kwaku Annan, to assist this family member to travel, and it didn't work. And we're here to speak to the family head, and I'm not going to ask a name, as it were her name, but to let her tell us the story, how all happened. Good evening, madam. Great. Now, in our investigations, we know that the person who was to assist your relative to travel outside London is Gabi Asarachudako, a relative of President Kwaku Annan. Can you confirm this?
Yes.
Okay, first, give us a short story of how this gentleman, Gabi Asarachudako, came into the situation to assist your relative and how it ended. Did you get the visa? Has he refunded the money? Mutia cash man and I said, Moyen is saying, Ubetiaka, Kubetiaka, for Mubia.
It was paid in pound sterling.
Pound sterling. Okay. The transaction course or Ghana Hana said a course or London, because oftentimes you are not in Ghana, you are in London.
Yeah, in London, the transaction.
Okay. The baby says, primary sooner. Ofa super London ebi ankuta mudi course anambo se kwan ben so na Gabi na muhunu a Gabi na adwen so be yesa emwana mam
through a friend named Akuntajo. They introduced you
Gabi ma.
Yes.
Okay. Inti Gabi no muni ni share o London ana se mu share o Ghana.
London.
Oba London.
Yes.
See. Can I say Gabi when him Ufi while visiting Ufi pen the money ade assuming Gabi so nim Ufi and the money ade even though me person me board can you say Gabi when him Ufi wapa Ufi when him family no any ade?
Yes, wapa Ufi when him family.
When him family the plan.
Yes.
I see. And Gabi so him husband.
Yes.
Any nina.
Yes.
I see. Now let me present a short story of, because you are being pressed not to release more information, but this is something I hear with my sweet Richie. Gabi undertaking or any signature and for. Do you recall our signature and Gabi?
Yes.
Now, tell us also, sir, Ebra Gabi Baeno. Modest Sikanaman, a Korean relative no, or Gabi Mane is a running chain. Until by any Gabi betline, Emma, my friend said, obey it to say Gabi houseboy in the Bibi Sakos.
Yes, so none of it's not trying to help him to get a visa. Then I need call back.
Oh, I see.
Maybe you should buy in the village. That time he was in Takra.
Oh, I see. And a basa no me fa say it be so do we need how many days, weeks, months, and obedi or Gabi?
Maybe month or two, something. A month.
Oh, okay. And the time Ben and I say Gabi. Otimi ye visa mamu sa kana time na muhu se Gabi nya dia visa no obetimi aya mamu ne sika no so refund ya na so refund.
I think about a year or two later and the money was not refunded.
And muhu se visa no so apart from that, what tries to get in touch with Gabi says a visa office can run why is our attempt?
Yes.
How many attempts and why is so far?
Several times.
Sorry?
Several times.
I see. Okay, wait here. I'll release this information. Just me and Kasa Amity. Me know him making one attempt echo Gabi office Laboni. They call Gabi office Kanama. The second one I know, and also Bagana and Auntie Ewu. And so friend Gabi said, my name
my mom and my sister.
And an omatofo. And so requested Gabi Center on places Kanamana come on ye. Then a Gabi catcher.
Also, my man direction on the bedroom. But mountain and Kenny.
Which location?
Pentex. KFC was Pentex.
Was a whole shop. But Gabi only more.
Just a mechanic area of the show intuition.
Oh, okay. And you had the hopes that Gabi would definitely make it.
Yes.
Did he turn up?
No.
In your manner direction?
Yes.
Rambano, debut now here. Did you try to call Gabi back to find out?
They were baking, me call, they were baking. And I left it.
And then what happened? You have to go back to London.
Yes.
Did you ever
find a way to get money and sort myself out? After that, I left.
I see. So as we speak, ever since then, Gabi has become a member of this government one way or the other. Once a Gabi can be as it were, say, sister, Sikana already, brother, Jesus.
No. The last time we went to his office was 2016. That was the last time I went to his office. And that's it. Yes.
I see. Great. On the paper, what has said £4,000 sterling in those. How many years? The year Bernard says K corner.
2005.
Yeah, 205. So that's quite a long year. A young woman said, the Gabi Sabi, because we need scanners with 20 years.
I'm even surprised. And I'm surprised.
Really?
So it shouldn't have been an issue. Because
and the other very important because it will serve as a lesson to others.
Because I'm not here to be a baby, can't be the choir when I was in needed. Now, maybe my shadow be some say, yes, so I was watching me situation I'm a woman in. And I was thinking, that time the way okay, at least Kakrebiensha, or the background of this is a year from close to a coming carry, but a young Nema, Mesumidi Manocatro say. This is because all along, me no office we na mankacho. Sad time no, mami ne uwa ye ne, my sisters we at the same time. Na me friend no disappointed me no, and then my your opinion to you. And to sanka, I wouldn't have said anything.
Would you conclude on Tama Gabi J? And it's obeyers argument. Not Gabi say, or ye nipa bang, and obeying at his visa.
Oh, not so bad. In fact, one, I fast or you say I know I'm not say oh now it's got some friends and I give you help into no that's it that it I was me no before so no yeah me papa and now me person me can be case and be and like I said no all this while say me be a man no but it's all the Nebreneka. They see that incident now quite on the fast. And I'm a catch rail. So I spoke to you as a family member.
And the Kabia structure that when so we say a family member and I may investigate this case with. And that's why I call the office one on one so many. And
yes.
To find out where.
Do the needful. Jaisa and not yet to disgrace anybody. And I say, a patrol. On the dear, it will be expensive to be away with piano. Only so even 1,000 and I said, media will piano, but it's an expensive of a money.
And then, Modisha, the money give you
about 15 years. When it's only last month. And I'm attending Casa on the network of Libya for Italy.
Wow.
Yes. I do baby cry family no cry so because we thought he was dead. But thank God he's alive. And so maybe any argument here on no one casa, Monsot, I don't want to come in. Viviana, yes, no solve this issue.
That's
folks, yes, the victim in this story. And I'm sure that now the name involved in this visa fraud is out there. Gabi Asare Ochreda Kudini Pie. And let me make this this is a part one of this story. Let me make this fundamental point. Mami and Nenika say, well, I'm a relative to her. Yeah, relations. That's what Gabi doesn't know. Yeah, meaning were relation. Now, Ebra Samne Baino, meaning na yako Gabi Asaroche Daku ne office, ewa heya, Laboni heya, coffee shop nitiwo. Gabi semebwa, mekanjem semebwa. Madeno, he shouldn't put all of us into some roughness. Me mami na yako Gabi office, ewa Laboni, coffee shop niti. And guess what? And Gabi persuade damn yeah, I have the video footage of what happened there. Say Gabi Asrochi Daku, what damn yeah, me say, I have the video footage of what transpired there. And that day, when we went there, Yakoto another friend, very good friend to Gabi, and also a good friend to me. I have a friend Magas. I know so baby namuni Magas. Yes. All right? Magas was in the office. Yes. Gabi. Now, unim Gabi ye undertaking. I was saying, and I'm going to show you the undertaking. Any Gabi signature on the undertaking. And I want by close of tomorrow, Gabi Asrochedako, Omrambe denies any signature. Then because my BBR level, we take the next level. And I'm going to say, we're part 1. Folks, this is just about 3 minutes gone past the hour 10. This is Frontline Investigates.
The day of reckoning is here. It is not the end of the world. It is the end of darkness and the beginning of light and truth. Something that has never happened before. After many years of undercover investigations on politics, religion, business, and more, it is time to blow the cover. Judgment Day comes for us all. Run or hide, live or die, you will be exposed. There is no rest for the wicked, only torment. Judgment Day with the legendary Kwaku Annan, only on the Frontline Show.
And of course, a fire dream. My emra maybe. Adibia to a Bank of Ghana. Me de babe to hama mwenche. But afi Gabi Asrochedako a undertaking of the money involved. And sa undertaking we monfan to screen so. And all that I'm asking is that Gabi Asrochedako should come and deny this undertaking as I'm about to read. And I'm just about to read. Shall we? Shall we? Or say, notes of acknowledgement. I, Asare Ochredakon, on this day, Friday, 22nd day of December, 2005. Shall you know how many years? 2005. Received the sum of £4,000 sterling. £4,000 sterling. Being the cost of legal consultancy. What is a legal consultancy here? Now, ukwaji visa legal consultancy being NBA Jumoha. Gabi, what is the meaning of legal consultancy in this regard? Ukwaye visa mobi legal consultancy being. Tier, or see legal consultancy. Fee, legal consultancy fee for an aspirant. For an aspirant to be completed by December 20th, 2005. Sign. Ena odesha ni signature na ewo Monfa nkone yenhwe Gabi signature ena ewo honom saa na saka bisa no ase pen no code say ena ewo honom ena otro wase Asare Ochre Dako ena ewo honom enie and other things account ni signature ebacho Gabi signature na da no monfa let the signature of Gabi stay a while longer. MCR, please, we are doing something very important. Moma is signature no emra ena da hono. So Ghana for the purpose of clarity, we want Gabi Asrochedako to come and confirm this. Yeah. Ye pese Gabi ebe confirming signature na da won say no ho ne dia na nya ne dia. Right? Folks, and a down. Enti Gabi Asroche Dako wo undertaking away. Na Sikano Ojiadne saying 2005. The amount involved in this visa is 4,000 pounds sterling, and the Gabi yes come and ebroso. Gabi Asroche Dako should be able to pay 4,000 in Mohombo for my auntie. But Gabi said no, ontia. Na muni madie, mi auntie na ba omeimu ha several times ni Gabi edidi nkomo. Or ni Gabi edidi nkomo. And I'm aware of all the communication that transpired. The last communication between Gabi and my auntie name with her. My auntie was at a specific location. The Gabi said, I'm driving to that location to give you the money. That was the end. Gabi, I have everything, and I want you to come and deny. Wait, I don't want you to come and tweet. Oh, no. Come and tell Ghanaians that yes, you know nothing about this visa fraud. The person Gabi, we are bold. Now, but no be cancer as some money kre. Editor Ghana for. Folks, messages needed. Yeah, rather name woo. I say hello, Kwaku Annan. In fact, the Ghana Armed Forces have disappointed. Oh, where they answer my kind. Yeah, rather. I know where him from. Okay, I say I am wondering why nobody is talking about the supposed why Kwalugu Dam that was supposed to have been constructed by Dr. Bawumia, with over $12 million plus dollars for journalists to go there to talking about harbor and airport in Cape Coast. Or have they forgotten about the supposed dam? Osi, please ask them for me. Thank you, Mr. Kwaku Annan. Osi, you look great, bro. More fire. Honestly, Osi, more fire. Watching you live from Kaswa, Ken Farouk. Osi Kwaku, my name is Kofi. You see, I don't really understand people in government. The ministers and appointees of government, apart from their huge salaries and allowance and the numerous contracts they receive, they still crave like galamsey, important fake and expired goods into the country, etc., etc., for more and more money. Why? How can a senior advisor to the government and a relative to Akufo-Addo stood too low to deal in visa fraud? What at all do these people want? Will they turn stones by living forever on earth? Have they forgotten about sickness and death? Hush. Your show is the best from Ubi in Adenta. Take care of yourself. Kwaku, this is Stephen from Asinfosu. We have few weeks to vote. These wicked MPP thieves out. They use power to loot and share, not knowing power lies with Ghanaians. We shall see. Have you heard anything about Galamsey again lately? That's Ghana leaders for you. We will wipe all of them out. Useless leaders. Great show, Kwaku. It's high time leaders of buffer stock face prosecution for the unwholesome rights shared to our schools. Kwaku, I'll say it seems there are no more leaders in Ghana to speak to the wrongs going on in our country. They all are quiet until the last minute before they speak. I'll say Dr. Bawumia, for Ghana. Ghanaians, please vote for a bright future of Ghana. I say, Kwaku, good evening, Kwaku, from Honorable Suleimana Amadou in New Fadama. Really, thank you very much for the good work done to Mother Ghana. By looking at John Mahama and Bawumia's personal presentation and attitude, you can easily detect that who really is fit to rule this country. Ghanaians, don't allow the lies of Bawumia direct you to vote for more hardship and looting of our country's money, but vote for John Dramani Mahama to come and save us from these hell of ruling by Bawumia and his MPP. Thank you. Well, say, bro, I am George, watching you live from Takwa. Please, we are listening to you, but kids are around. Please, some of your words must be covered. Okay, please, greetings to the audience, to me. We should be serious as citizens to take on these people destroying the country. My name is Matthias Gapoto from Achimota. Well, say Charles Bisiu is supplying sewing machine, dryers, and money. Takwa in Sikado. We'll say, hi, my name is Vincent from Accra. In fact, my heart bleeds when I'm hearing these things about this government, and I think we can only talk plenty when resulted in nothing. This government needs to be defied positively. Thanks. Good program. Frontline, I am regular listener of your program. More fire. May God bless you. From Kaswa Samuel. Also, all these is agenda against the good work of NPP. There's no way we Ghanaians are rooting to vote for bad future of Ghana, of Mahama. No way. Also, we have peaceful education in the name of Dr. Bawumia and President Akufo-Addo. We know employment has already started, and Ghanaians are rooting for Dr. Bawumia for better Ghana. We also say there's no way dead goat syndrome Mahama can deceive us anymore. Vote for Dr. Bawumia, Nidia Odebano. Quite a number of them. And all the Ebaye. Folks, Mebabe Yadibi as far as Bank of Ghana is concerned. Now, our intelligence report on Bank of Ghana reveal 3 people have lost their lives due to what you call safety measures. And we want Bank of Ghana to come out and clarify this story. Now, the new bank, you know, womu dimbrika gididipao, imbrikatuo, Emma, same rikatu no mudisino. 3 people have lost their lives due to safety measures. Now, we are also learning from our intelligence that the consultant now, OC Dana, has refused to listen to the bank officials, right? Emedin Sempi Nediaba. And what we know is that they are trying hard, forced to commission the bank. They are trying to commission the bank that as quick as possible, no? Bank number commission, and we are learning say government is pushing pressure or putting mounting pressure on the consultants. Now Akufo-Addo onko the onko commission dano. Yes, that's what is going on there. Bank of Ghana Yebisamo, have you employed about 100 lawyers? If it's true, some I employ 100 lawyers. What 100 lawyers? Is it true? We need answers for all of this, folks. Now, this visa fraud story, there is part 2 of it, plus videotapes. Wednesday, gauge the space. Gauge the space for Wednesday and Friday. What is coming, folks? Me see her. Channel to say program when Eda Suda YouTube or ubetimi akwa program. Now, okwashe amenya kwajiro me pacho. Send the link to a friend, a brother, a sister. No bia suntumi eden and share program nibi. Come. What's it? My main kind last message coming from Mrs. Owusu. Or say the man with integrity. Or say good evening to you and your team. Kwaku, I really hope after tonight's show, Gabi will do the needful and pay back Auntie. No, I'm not going to mention the name. I'm sorry. Because you know the person, Auntie. Yes, I'm not going to mention that. Or say, Auntie does not mean any harm. Great show, Kwaku. And of course, tell my auntie, she knew very well that I need to do this. Yes. Yeah, I'm not going to cover anybody. That's my job. Yes. Gabi suya madam for onusu nimse mingu anymore. Said, Nemo, Gabi, ya can't tell it. Could you say £4,000 way? This say Gabi will says Canana. And one saw can some MPP for some mimi good anymore. No, Gabi, come and pay the money with interest. The program is still online. Ubetimi akoshe ewo YouTube or ukosha. Push the link to a friend, a brother, a sister, a loved one. Ni na yenshe show. What's the name manko? Ebiom ukonso subscribe to our channel. Now if you want to be a friend, a listener, a viewer to the show, send a be a BBN ubetimi ashrebi on Wednesday. Something report to be on Wednesday. No one think Wednesday report to be Wednesday.